The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 14, Nasdaq's up 6, S&Ps are off 2.5. We have gold traded at 1070, silver's at 1407. We got bonds. The 10 is flat, the 30 is up 10 ticks, and good old King Dollar is up 81 ticks at 99.74. And coming into Thanksgiving week.
Totally.
And in Florida, folks, we finally got a cold front to come in.
Bundled up. Even in our office, it's a little chilly.
And it felt so good. Yeah. And in fact, when I was walking up to Nico's today.
Walking up, nice. That must have been 40, 50 degree weather for that walk.
Yeah. And the little kids, it was great. I was watching them. They're running out of the house all happy that, there was a cold front. Is that funny?
Yeah.
No,
they're probably happy they weren't in school either. Don't they have vacation this week?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're on vacation all week. No wonder why they're running around.
That was part of the joy.
Yeah, seriously. And, market-wise, bottom line is that Friday, if we take a look at this market, the S&Ps, they didn't hold. The NASDAQ didn't hold. Dow had a little bit more volume. And when I say didn't hold, we're dealing with the November 9th high, where that downdraft was. And I don't expect a disaster out here this week, because it's going to flatten out. What we do have, though, which we've been talking about, quite a bit, the aspect of where these equities are on the way up versus the way down is still pretty amazing. GameStop is the new dog out here today. That's down 15%. Down $5.77.
Is that earnings? Is that what that is?
Let's pull it up and see what they have to say. And that's... Let's see what we got here. So
I know, I'm pretty sure Dave White is always talking about that they're in a tough spot. I can't remember how he breaks it down, but I've heard him not a fan of GameStop before, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, Sync's earnings forecast miss analyst estimates. Yeah, right. So they...
what a tough business to be in, right?
Totally, man.
How do you... you're talking about reselling games, everything. That's a market that's primed for just an online platform.
It is,
buy and
but
sell.
I agree. But look at how much gross money they actually
they're a huge company. They have stores all over the place.
$2 billion.
They have stores all over, like physical stores all over the place. But that's the tough part. Is that you don't need physical stores all over the place just to be a buyer and seller of video games at this point.
No doubt.
There's no way.
You know what, folks? What was pretty cool last night? I think you probably could hunt this on 60 Minutes. They had a part of the segment was about virtual cash.
Okay.
Right? And so, everyone's trying to get into the virtual cash business.
Talking Bitcoin and stuff like that?
Apple, just on your cell phone.
Okay.
Apple
Pay.
Yeah,
Apple Pay,
and
you're
all
talking
of this,
about.
right?
Okay.
Well, the one place that it's successful beyond belief right now is in Kenya.
Okay.
And what has happened in Kenya is that Nairobi, folks, was the ultimate in basically currency that was always worth nothing, and they need bundles and bundles of cash to do anything. And so you got a rural economies trying to go back and forth. Bottom line is that 7 years ago, a phone company there started virtual cash on the phone, and they had the CEO on these, and the least expensive phones you can buy, and using technology-wise, right? Because what ends up happening is that the people that have hardly no money at all, what he was explaining, they don't buy a tube of toothpaste. They'll buy just one, when you put it out at the end. Okay.
Sure. One application.
Thank you. Yeah. So it's so cool though. So they were showing how this works. It's M-Peso. That's what it's called, right? And it's running the economy right now.
Yeah.
And everyone uses it. And of course, the phone company's making a fortune. They made. Fortune in the aspect, $250 million this year.
It's a fortune, for sure.
For pennies at a time, right?
No matter what, $250 million profit.
And what I got out of it too, and that totally makes sense. The banking structure is going to kill this. They're trying to get into it, but the CEO is saying...
What do you mean the banking structure is going to kill this? They're going to prevent it? They're going to take it over?
Yeah. Virtual money You know, they were interviewing the CEO. He says, "Do you think this is going to work other places?" He says, "Well, any places that you have big banks," he says, "that's not going to work." He says, "Because that puts them out of business."
Why so?
Because they don't need the person in the middle. You know, like, well, he's in the middle. You don't need bank loans. You don't need the banking structure in order to bring me. If I'm paying you for a service, right? You know, let's say, I don't know, you're selling something I want. You just go over there, and I give it to you instead of going through the banking structure.
Okay, but where are you giving it to me from?
From my phone. My phone to your phone.
Where's the money? The money isn't in your phone. Is it in your bank account? This is where I'm losing you here.
What happens is that you and I, if you use this, you go to they have these little tiny counters everywhere.
Okay.
And I give you $300, like, okay?
Sure, so that's your account, but where's that money being kept? A bank?
I'd say it's being, they didn't explain that.
That's an important part to go through if you're going to say the banks are going to get just, you know, they won't prevent it.
It'd be the phone company that is keeping it, because that's who runs.
But I bet the phone company is going to be a bank if they're keeping all your money. Otherwise, do you see where I'm going? Like, it's a banker's game. It's just a different. That's my take. That's why I mean, Apple Pay isn't going to destroy banks because it's just tied to your bank account, and it's a different way instead of writing a check.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. You don't. They've circumvented all of that.
I still don't know where the money's kept if it's not.
The money's kept in this case would be kept at the phone company.
Okay.
And so the phone company,
nobody's going to keep their money at a phone company, though, if you're talking about bank accounts. I have to come back to what, you know, that's right?
I understand. Okay. But, you know, the thing is working, okay? And that's his point was that's exactly between regulations and money laundering that we won't see it.
Okay.
That you truly won't see the virtual cash deal happen like has happened in Kenya.
Yeah. That's probably, yeah.
You know, so anyway, it's a great segment, folks.
I love 60 Minutes. They always have good stuff. I didn't happen to catch it last night, but I always watch it. It's always good stuff. It is.
Let's go take a look at gold. So
when you're talking about small amounts, just jumping back to that, it probably makes sense in some of these third world countries. You know, they're only dealing with transactions on a day-to-day basis, really, in terms of, so they have no risk of losing their account. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they're you know, whereas when you start dealing with high-end bank accounts, you really need that FDIC insurance. And so that's where I go back and forth, where in Kenya, where they don't need it insured because they're spending whatever they have in there on a daily, weekly basis. But when you get into the deal where you're talking about people storing their wealth and paying for things out of that stored wealth, that's
no doubt.
Our country is set up where people are just used to putting things in that FDIC insured account.
Right.
You go, and so that's why, you know, I have Apple Pay. I really don't use it that much, but Apple Pay is just tied to another credit card.
Right.
So that's, you know, I see virtual payments taking off in this country. I do. But I don't see it tied to that same business model of, so I'll have to watch 60 Minutes and see what they come into.
No doubt. It's going to be wild, just the speed of how it's done. What they show there is and it's all it really looks like is a text message. You know, you get paid. How much is it? Pay, and then all of a sudden it shows up in your account. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Right in the middle of this, I got this. Maybe we'll see.
Nothing like multitasking in the morning.
There's a little multitasking here this morning,
folks. Wouldn't be a morning without it.
There was a house that...
There's trades, there's real estate, there's
we
the
got
market.
it. There you go. See that? In between trade, and we just bought a nice lot of land. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, now I can concentrate in the market.
Okay.
Oh, my God. So... Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks and see what we got out here, even though we know it's going to be a low volume market. Allergen is taking over Pfizer off either. Yeah, Allergen, the way it's going to be structured as a takeover, because Allergen is the Irish company. They're in Ireland. Pfizer is, of course, here. And what will end up happening is that it's 11.5.
Yeah, just be careful with the terminology, because I think that Pfizer could be acquiring Allergen. Is that? And then they're gonna.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
No. You want to pull that up? No?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
okay.
Because it's not an inversion deal. Because if Pfizer acquired Allergen, what would end up happening is that then they'd have to move to Ireland, and that's an inversion.
Sure.
Versus what they're going to do is they're going to have it as
they're going to combine.
Yeah, but legally what will end up happening is that Allergen is taking over Pfizer, and I believe in its fall that now all of a sudden it's going to be an island, and then what that does is release all the cash that Pfizer has overseas.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, so they're going to exchange 11.3 shares for each Allergen share. That's a premium of 27% of Allergen's stock. Before the company's Pfizer investors will be able to opt for cash instead of. They're going to have to get cash because what happens is that the Pfizer people, and this is where it always gets dangerous, right? Is that there's going to be a taxable deal. And see this one here, this is what you're talking about. So realistically, it's right what you said, but legally, somehow,
sure.
They did this transaction to make Allergen technically the buyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right.
And that's all about taxes and all about,
completely.
You know, keeping that money overseas, which is pretty wild, man.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a quiet day. Even driving in here, it seemed a little bit less traffic. The parking lot seemed less cars. You're saying people have off for school down here for the week, or is it up there too? I forget what you were down here. I think it's just down here.
Yeah, I think it's down here too. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 26. You get the Nasdaq up 20. S&Ps are up 2.5. Gold's down 6.40. You get silver off 2 cents. We're going to be right back. Okay, I believe that.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 32 right now. Nasdaq's up 17. S&Ps are up 2.5. And if we go over to the Dow first, just to see what's moving things around here, you get Home Depot is the number one mover out here right now. Home Depot is up $1.84 at 132. Coke is number 2 at 46 cents. United Health 131. Walmart up 45. Taken away from it, we get Pfizer down 82. Visa's off 38. Big Blue is down 52, and J.P. Morgan is off 12. You know what's going to be interesting, Tom, is that and folks, don't forget, at TFNN, our man, Mr. John Logan, blasts us off every morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. We go right 8 to 5, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, 8 to 6, live programming. Get it right on your cell. He's been talking about the banks a lot, and it is amazing that with rates going up, that the banks still can't overtake their highs.
Okay.
And the number one weighting he was talking about this morning, which is, is Goldman Sachs inside the Dow. And when you look at Goldman, like I'm saying, wow, man, this thing, your high out here is 218. You're at 190.91. You get a couple downdrafts here. It's like, well, why can't that get up there? I wouldn't be shorting it right now, but I'm looking to go short it. What I'm figuring is that the next few days, the market more than likely will be a sideways move, slightly higher, slightly lower, nothing really heavy. And it's going to be really. There's two different things that happen in a market like that. The bulls and bears can make the case that we're at the highs. It's going to go break out next week or break down.
Yeah.
So it's the subtleties underneath that are pretty intense, man.
Yeah. It'll be interesting on Friday too with the half day. Just in the morning, we're not even going to be here.
How much they want to run it?
Yeah.
I know.
Because you'll have it'll close Wednesday. Everyone goes on Thursday, and it's open for only 3 or 4 hours of trading on Friday morning.
9:30 to 12:30, I believe. Yeah.
And
they have a chance to run it. There's no doubt about that. We get over it. If you want to, we take a look at this GameStop. And this always blows my mind, man. So I know. So what you're looking at, folks, is that there's two separate gaps, and markets love the gap 3 times for some reason. It's like, okay, so we had the first gap, closed on November 12th at $44. Opens the following day at 39, trades down to 37. Goes sideways. So we have a high volume swing low at 37, 9.5 million shares. It goes up from 37 to 39 with 2.7 and blows apart again. If we put this on a longer basis, what you're going to see now is that you've actually been hammering the bottoms with volume, and it looks like 31, the whole bottom of that channel looks like it's wide open now.
It's interesting going back here to 2013, same thing. Just fell right out.
And what Tommy is pointing out, folks, and it's just amazing that's your supply line. So that supply line, when that came down, is vicious, and it's like, okay, what I'd really love to know, is that supply line, like the money managers have that much discipline that they got toasted there. As it comes back up to it, like they're saying, oh, take some more stock. Do you know what I mean? Take some more stock.
I just look at it as like the power of masses and moving in supply and demand.
Yeah.
More than sitting there being like, $48
of someone
is the
trying to get out.
price yeah, it's just markets reacting. So, and that's a price point that people are not comfortable buying at, obviously.
Right.
That's to the high side. I mean, look at that
So
channel.
that's a good point, because if you're not buying, it goes down.
Right.
That's
and it's so like, people are not aggressively buying at these levels. And guess what? People aren't aggressively selling at these levels either. We'll see, but we're down there. But that's, we're going back to the beginning of 2013.
Yeah.
There's been no aggressive selling underneath these levels at all. And you're talking about from 35 to 60.
And that's right over there. That's the total limit right there.
3 years of trading between 35 and 60, realistically, a lot of that time being between 35 and like 48.
Right. That's a oh, I know. VRX. I want to go look at Valiant. Okay, so Valiant, no doubt.
They're up again.
Yeah, exactly. And see, this is up at nothing. Okay, cool. So Valiant, you get 4 days up, which is huge. It's better than what it's done. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, we're going off a low of 68 to 96. That's a big move.
It's a big move, man. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
No strength, but that's a big move, which totally makes sense. But that's one of the largest moves, percentage-wise, that it's made, because it's coming off such a small number. Right?
Yeah, right.
So
that's like a 35% move.
Yeah.
That's big.
There's no doubt, no doubt. We got to take a look at the XAU, the HUI, because what's also going to be so the XAU right now, you're just barely, both of them are just barely inside the range. The range we're talking about is 42.72. We'll see whether they get a rejection of lower price out here today. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We get the Dow up 24, Nasdaq up 14, S&Ps are up 2. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 20, Nasdaq up 15, S&P's up $1.50. We have gold down $8.50. And bonds, that's going to be pretty wild watching how this bond market shakes out. Now, let's go take a look at, I believe the housing numbers just come out. So let's see, I'll do it this way. That should be underneath that. Is that today's? That's not today's, is it? 11/18, no. 1 second. Oh, there it is, okay. Okay, so sales of previously owned U.S. homes retreated in October from the second highest level since 2007 as lean inventory limited momentum. Closings, which usually take place a month or two after the contract, dropped 3.4% to 5.36 million. Limited supply of available properties, particularly more affordable homes. Yeah, depending where you live. I mean, even down here, anything at 150 it goes, if it's priced correctly or at the appraised value. I mean, it goes in a couple of days. Yeah. Exactly. Median price of existing homes rose 5.8% to $219,000. That's when you look at that number, right? Doesn't that number seem like a big number? Because you take the median,
what number?
19,000 median homes across the United States. That's just like when I take the small and the large, it's like, wow. I mean, it seems like, it's...
Yeah. There's a lot of variables. I don't see that either way because I don't have a grasp on the amount of houses. You got apartments in New York selling for $140 million. So average that out, and that's going to boost the $60,000 properties down here or whatever. Yeah,
it evidently boosted quite a bit because I can't picture.
And that's a home sale too, which I don't know how they classify that versus.
I believe this is single families we're talking about.
Yeah, that would make sense. As in, when you start talking about a real home with
U.S.
real
homes.
land.
Actually, it doesn't say. It says U.S. homes, but that.
I believe that's single family.
That's where I'd go with that.
Yeah.
By region. So purchase declined in 3 of the 4 regions. 8.7% drop in the West. Sales, it's single family.
Yeah.
Single family, okay. Multifamily purchases, including combination. I don't know. They got multifamily in there too. Residential starts declined 11% to 1.06 million. Permits for single-family construction, the largest and most economically significant part of the market. Climbed 711,000, the strongest since December. The labor market, the labor market is strong. The labor market, check this out, folks. In Pinellas County, right where we are, you're dealing right now with 4.9%, which is really good.
I'm sorry, say that again.
unemployment rate in Pinellas County is 4.9%.
Okay.
That's low. That's very.
Yeah.
That's a very
That's
low.
really close to nation average, though, isn't it, right now?
I think it's 5.2 nationwide.
Okay. We'll have to look it up.
The Europe. Let's go take a look at Europe right now. If you take a look at the UK. 1 second. UKX. So the UK, that's rejected lower price out here this morning. That's trading at 63.18. It's gonna be, that's, you know, the way this is set up, you know, the UK actually had some volume come in at that 63.60, so that's almost setting up like, you know, like that's gonna go for the swing highs again. We take a look at the DAX in Germany. It's setting up to make a run Friday. This would be a trip. So if we take a look at the DAX in Germany, that's staying at the highs. And that, so we're at 11,101. Yeah, that can get up to this 11,153. What's the dollar? The dollar out here, no doubt. It looks that what we've done here is that you've had three. This will be the third high coming on since the first high has the real juice in it. We got to November 6th, we got up to that high of 99.47, had 49,000 contracts behind it, got a little higher, volume contracted, you come off the high, volume expanded, got to a higher high, it contracted, come off it again, expanded. Now today's going to be, like you hit 1 today, 100.04. So we'll see, you know, how much further that can go. If we go look at that Canadian dollar is out there 133. That's almost, now this is the inverse correlation. You know, that's been a lot weaker, and we see the difference. You know, it's pretty intense, folks. The currency conversions, no matter where you are. In our case, when we talk about Canada or the United States, in the winter we have a lot of Canadians here.
Yeah.
And what happens is that when we're renting these short-term units, the difference of the rent structure is huge when you take into consideration of the currency conversion.
Sure.
Because, you know, let's say we get anywhere from $2,800 to $4,000 a month.
Sure.
Well, what ends up happening is that the same people that rented it last year at that, all of a sudden they look and say, oh my God, hold it, this just went up 30%.
Yeah.
You know, because the currency came down.
Because their cash is in Canadian dollars and currencies matter, right?
Right. Oh, it's
That's
huge.
why you have those, you know, international companies that are hedging all that.
Yeah, and actually, you know, it's interesting about that Everbank.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that popped into my head too.
Yeah.
You talk about that with, you know, you talk about you have either kids going overseas,
right,
where you just don't want to worry about that currency fluctuation. You know, you need whatever amount of cash they need for that year, and so you can just store that in that value. The same way that if a Canadian wanted to make sure that they had their cash, they had their U.S. dollars,
come back next year.
they had the U.S. dollars, they just open an account and have U.S. dollars in there.
And that's a true hedge.
Right. No, well, yeah.
Because if you know, let's say
it's already converted to dollars.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no, you got dollars. That's
and you just convert what you know you're going to spend on rent next year. You just keep that there for a year and say, okay,
it's done.
If it goes up or down,
you take that currency
done.
Fluctuation out of it.
Right, which is huge.
Right, for a menial fee, you know, nothing compared to, you know, and things can mature, things can decrease in value, you know.
No,
you take that trade off essentially, because you know, if you don't hedge yourself and you know that you're going to have to spend that foreign currency at some point in the future, well, you might as well have an open trading position in that currency, because guess what? You're going to have to make that trade come time when you need to pay.
And look at this. I get the Canadian dollar up. This is pretty intense, actually, when you look at the difference.
Oh yeah.
We went from 113 to 133.
Yeah.
So that's a big number.
15-20%.
Yeah, that's a big number in the context of.
It's real cash, right?
It's real cash.
I mean, it'd be the same thing renting to an American person, couple, family, and you just jack the prices 15%.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. What's going to be intriguing is a story today in the Journal about Argentina. So Argentina, you know, the last 14 years, that administration's going out. There's a new administration going in, and Argentina was very aggressive, taking private lands, private property, not paying their bills, largest default ever, in the whole world. And it's a beautiful country, though. You know what I mean? So they were talking about the investors are coming back in right now, and you know, we'll find out whether that gets bigger, because I mean, they're a huge exporter of meat. You know,
Meat, okay.
Meat, yeah. Cattle ranches, meat, gachos.
Argentinian steakhouses, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. 877-927-66. Yeah.
Can we take a look at oil? Let's look at oil.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at
I
oil.
know Saudi Arabia was out there saying things this morning.
And you know, it was amazing.
Weekend when I just saw headlines coming
and
over.
perception-wise, folks, which is just a mind-blower, is that when we woke up this morning, it was freezing beyond belief. When I first looked at oil and gas, they were both down. So this is intriguing. So right now, you're at
So the world economics of oil aren't gelling with your morning breeze.
right outside. That's right. Just look outside. Exactly. So it broke lows this morning. Well, it didn't break the lows. Okay,
Right there,
this contract didn't break the lows because
What's the low there?
39.97.
Okay.
It went to 40.41. It's rejected it thus far. And let me just look at intraday.
Yeah, it's up like almost $2 from that.
Yeah. And see that first. If this
okay.
this is a classic. This is pretty cool. Your first expansion up has volume. Look at that, man. That would have been a nice trade, man. Your first expansion up, folks, you got to 42.75, then you backed all the way down to 41.11. Oh my God.
Yeah, huge.
That's insane.
And right back up.
Yeah, no, exactly. You come back,
Yeah.
and you're going right into it. I mean, if you're going to trade this, you'd have to let it back down again.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you could sell it short right there.
Yeah, you can sell it short. Exactly. So if we go to the gas, let's go look at gas. Natural gas is 229 was the low out here today. But that's still having a tough time catching a bid. It's rejected lower price thus far, but still having a tough time. We're at 230 right now. I remember, and I'm sure many of you Tigers remember, and Tigers remember Ed Young. And this came back to the point about, you wake up in the morning and say it's cold out, I can't believe oil's down. Ed Young used to tell the story that this is years ago, but there was a drought going on. So, of course, wheat, soybeans, everything's going up to the moon, right? And what ended up happening is that one of the traders ended up figuring this whole deal out and saying, okay, they took at the commodities. It wasn't the CME at that point, okay? It was,
okay.
It was the exchange, though.
Sure.
But the bottom line is that there's windows at the exchange, huge windows, right? And what they did is I forget whether they were shot the market or they were getting killed.
Trying to manipulate things a little bit.
And they
Go
did.
ahead. What
ended up happening, they poured all water coming down the side of the building, and people said, oh, no, it's raining, right? Isn't that? It was a great story, man. It was like, you
talk about at that time, everyone didn't have the phone and all the information. You're really
exactly.
Yeah,
you're in the pit.
That was information.
It hadn't rained in that long, and what happens?
That's funny.
And what does happen, where Chicago is, folks. I mean, that's a bread basket. As soon as you go outside Indiana, that's the whole bread basket for sure.
Nice.
Isn't that funny?
That is.
I know. There's always a new gimmick inside the deal.
There's always ways to manipulate the market.
There is.
I mean, yeah. Nowadays, that's straight out market manipulation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's seriously.
Yeah. There's no doubt.
There's no sugarcoating that. Straight market manipulation. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's go take a look at Apple, because the next deal on the agenda all over the place, folks, is that how much product are these stores selling at the Christmas season?
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be the buzz or non-buzz.
Yes.
And Apple still can't catch a bid. I'm going to go look at Macy's, because Macy's is the equity that got killed. That's not getting traction, because there was a couple different things that they were blaming. They were blaming it on weather. So it certainly is going to be cold enough now across the country.
Yes.
Because when it gets to be 70 degrees here or 55, 60 in the morning, up north it gets really cold.
Yeah. And Chicago just got 8-10 inches of snow.
First snow. Yeah. First snow. No doubt about that. Big number. Walmart. We go take a look at Walmart and see if Walmart can shake off Amazon. And
yeah, good luck on that.
Yeah, I know. Just going sideways.
Bought some more stuff on Amazon this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 things. Small things.
Yeah.
$20.
Were you doing? Are they doing those 5-minute deals now?
I didn't do it. It was just a couple things I needed. But yeah, it's amusing.
And Walmart moved Cyber Monday to Sunday. Yeah, everything's moving. What it seems that has happened too is that Yeah, there's no doubt it happened.
That's interesting. Cyber Monday on Sunday, because, I mean, the Cyber Monday deal is everyone likes to chill out at work, and instead of working, you just go spend money and shop. So that's, you know, it's,
right.
I'm sure they can do that Sunday too, but that was the beauty of them. You know, companies knew that everyone's in front of a computer come Monday morning. They can maybe procrastinate a little bit, and everyone enjoys shopping more than they enjoy working, probably.
And you're really going to give up for the football fans.
Right,
really give up football?
Nobody minds giving up a little work time to shop.
Yeah,
but yeah, giving up your Sunday and football time to shop.
That ain't going to happen.
We'll see. Yeah. But you know what? The other side is maybe they're trying to corner that in terms of if they're one of the only people that have great deals on that Sunday, then they don't need many people if they're the only ones in the.
Thank God we're not in that business, man. Oh. I'm telling you. That's got to be this. There's no doubt. Right now, that's the most disruptive business there is around here. Oh, Uber. How about?
Yeah, so I took Uber Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I told you, just great deals. I mean, great deals. So I'd taken it before. There was no surge pricing on Saturday night, and going from Tampa to St. Pete.
Right.
$24 to get over there, and then about $20.50 to get home.
And folks, that's a good ride.
It is. I mean, it's a 25-minute ride.
Yeah, that's
so
amazing.
25-minute ride for $20, and you're
That's
talking
so
about.
cool.
Now I go through to break it down even more. So I'm at a lease. I'm coming up to the end of like 4 or 5 months of my lease. I'm probably going to be over the miles of my lease, like we've talked about.
Okay.
So then they start charging you 25 cents per mile that you're over.
Wow.
So automatically, if I drive 10 miles, I'm going to end up paying $2.50 on the end of my lease.
Right.
So you factor that in, I'm already paying for that ride. If I drive myself, $3.50, $4 in just straight mileage fees, so it's going to go to the lease at the end.
Right.
So right away, you know, it's like there's $4 that I would have paid. So really, it's only costing me $16 extra because I would have had to pay $4, and that doesn't factor in gas.
On parking.
And that doesn't factor
Parking at St. Pete would have been another $20.
It doesn't factor in the chances that you get into an accident, you have to pay that deductible, because that is a built-in cost. Every time you get in the car, that's a cost disseminated over all those, you know, and so they take that out of the equation. It's a good deal. Wow. It is. And what I told you, I keep meeting new drivers every time, which is amazing that Uber's been around forever. First guy driving for a week. Second guy, that was his first night. It seems like every time, it's like, how is everybody always new? Where are all these people? No, it's great. Oh my goodness, there's so many people, more and more and more every day. Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow up 32, NASDAQ up 20, S&P's up 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 22. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are up 3. Don't forget, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be coming up next, growling and prowling with you. Then Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Volume-wise out here, I suspect.
I know, not much going on right now.
No, it really is.
I think the Dow was up 18 when we started the show, and it's up 18 right now.
Yeah. And if we look, let's go inside the NDX 100 just to see what's moving the NDX. So you get Autodesk, I believe that's first. That's up $1.70. Let's see where that's been. So that's still at highs. That came out with numbers. Yeah, look at that. That's going to try to. Yeah, it's still absolutely at highs. The WYNN win is trying to catch a bid. Man, that's pretty intense. So, win's down from 247 to 61, man. That's a haircut, huh?
That is.
That's a pretty intense haircut. It's not like gambling's going to be over. Or that China's going to be over.
Yeah. I mean, that has to be quite a shock to people that you would never think, as it's in at 250 and as they're opening up more casinos in China, of all places, the place to be in terms of gambling, I'm sure. And it just plummets.
That's a plummet, too, man. 247.
Yeah, to 50.
Down to 52.
It's down 80%.
My God. That sounds, you know what's crazy about that? That sounds like the internet stocks in 1999.
Yeah.
80%.
Right. No, I hear you.
That's about, that's when folks, where stop loss is important to basically.
You just can't rely on thinking that you're right.
Right.
You just can't.
And this is what, this is what blows my mind about equities like that. We talk about these equities that have gapped down 14, 15%. When you look at, just you say, okay, what do they take in? They take in, it's not like, these aren't penny stocks. I mean, he takes in $5.4 billion.
Yeah.
Well, look what happens.
I was just like, you got to look at those numbers, though, man.
Look at how much it went down.
Yeah, they're down huge.
So from quarter to quarter, from year to year, it's a big one.
25% almost, talking 20%. 5.4, yeah, over 20%, just from 2014 to 2015. 5.4 billion to 4.1. You're dropping 1.3 billion in a year.
Right. That's big numbers.
That is big numbers. Especially, it's got to be a little scary when you start seeing. I mean, you're talking. Look at for quarter to quarter.
Yes.
Just they were at 1.4 billion in the third quarter of 2014.
Yeah.
$1 billion. That's 40% drop.
Right.
Just in 1 year.
That's huge.
That is.
So LVS, let's go.
40% drop in revenue can end a business. You know?
in 2 seconds.
Because where are your costs?
If you're not used to that,
Yeah.
So look at that. Same Las Vegas Sands, same deal. 14.6 billion to 11.8.
Yeah. Now, does some of that have to do with the Asian gamblers and the Asian economy?
Yeah.
I think that's what. Right? Yeah.
That is Macau, China.
Yes.
That the amount of, what do they call it, play per table has gone down dramatically.
Okay.
And what a lot of that has to do with is that the Chinese government cracked down on corruption.
Yes.
So no one, even if they have money, they don't want to go over there and show that they have the money because then they're going to get locked up afterwards.
Sure. Yeah. Stay quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's not a big time for a gambling junket over to Macau. Unless you're staying low key.
No. They got a new place, the Maldives.
Maldives, I think.
Yeah. What's happening is that large junkets
gambling.
Yeah. They're bringing them to the Maldives because the Maldives still to this point have the most protection for banking accounts, meaning that we can't get them to the United States. No one's getting into that structure.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Build a gambling house then.
You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Dow Industrials up 23, Nasdaq's up 20, S&Ps are up 3. We have gold down 760. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. You stay right there. Basil's coming right up.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Look at him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.